No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number one, and they give up a sack on play two.
Here comes the heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got a man. It's Graves. Turning it on. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking for a gap. It's Overton. At the 35, he's open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
To the air on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense will have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Fires to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Overton. And some room to work. Breaks into the open. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Got his man out of the backfield. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to him? And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, second and third and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss. Because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on third and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The snap sets up to throw. Quickly complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it. Finds some room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week. But there in the birthplace of college football, this one is close. They're up by 7 over East Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He tries to take the top off. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Wants to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. He breaks a tackle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Sims. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. There he goes. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time. Being in...
It's a running room. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Line getting set on second down. Going to look downfield again. Throws for the tight end. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get them on the ground quickly.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Overton. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Overton. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, and they've got it at the 40. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Quarterback couldn't quite make the connection on the last play. That brings up 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Running back searching for a hole. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of...
He's going for the big play. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. We'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Overton. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the Dogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Pulls and fires complete. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Georgia, 27. Ohio State, 17.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. To the air on first down. Got his man on the outside. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Got out of trouble and throw. Got it in the middle. It's Sims. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. They'll immediately call timeout. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Overton. Finds a crease at the 20. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around. Hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He wants it all. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to run it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Georgia.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the #1 thing that you got to make sure to do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Past the first down marker and still running. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Here's a heat. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback making checks. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 7 over East Carolina. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The lone back's got it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a 1st down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Turning it on. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. No good. The lead is still 6 after the miss.
Well, that was going to take a Herculean effort by that kicker, and he just didn't have enough leg on that kick.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Runs through the tackle. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day. So been a successful day. Now 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays.
Going for the big play. Got it inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tries again to get it in. He's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Overton. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Back out there. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Graves. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Running into the open space. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football. But when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go with a direct snap. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd.
No gain on the play.
Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W.
31, Georgia, 30.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Steps away. Complete to the right. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down. Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
A two-tier job for this offense. First get the touchdown, then the two to try to pull even here in the fourth quarter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Sims. He is denied. Stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the two-point conversion. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Chunk it away just as he was hit. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit.
It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as well.
Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the...
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Complete. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the punishment has been extended. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime. But it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He had a whole host of defenders he had to dodge in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Leaves it with the running back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
What a huge stop by the defense, forcing the 4th down and making the 4th down and goal a little bit harder by getting a lost yardage play. Nice job bowing up by this defense.
Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. And the offense has a gift back on the field after the costly special teams error. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football in.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Wide receiver going in motion. Try to barge their way in. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.